Drones over Moscow. Citizens can't hold back emotions. On the night of August 1st, a drone hit the building of the Moscow City Tower, which was already attacked previously. As a result, the facade of the tower at the level of the 21st floor was damaged. This is the fourth drone attack on Moscow and the region in the past months. But the state media prefer not to notice it. As the insider has learned from several sources, employees of the Russian National Broadcasting Company have been prohibited from covering this topic on the air of state channels.
We had to urgently change the layout 15 minutes before the broadcast, literally remove all the footage with eyewitnesses and consequences, even general street plans. And we had to finish the newsreel with everything we could get. Some international stories that wouldn't even be picked up. The topic was removed from the Russia 24 and on Moscow 24, from the publication in The Insider.
The Russian Defense Ministry reported the so-called successful destruction of 2 drones and the elimination of 2 more that fell on the city center.
A level of pressure is created on the one hand on Russians themselves, on the other hand on allied groups which cannot feel safe where they previously thought they were.
On May 3rd, 2 drones exploded above the Senate Palace dome of Moscow Kremlin. The authorities called it a terrorist attack and even an attempt to assassinate Vladimir Putin. All these attacks prove that Moscow's air defense is not reliable, experts say. The Panzer anti-aircraft missile system, which has been installed on the rooftops of the city's strategically important departments, is triggered in the last few seconds before hitting a target, and it resembles a lottery. The probability that Panzer will fail to intercept the drone is very high. The Russian occupiers also failed to eliminate the drone on the Chongar Bridge. The Institute of the Study of War suggested that the lack of reaction of Russian war correspondents to the strike of the Chongar Bridge was due to the fact that Kremlin had instructed them not to cover the destruction of critical landlines of communication.
General fear of Kremlin punishment would not likely result in such near-universal lack of coverage of a dramatic event. However, and it is more likely that a specific Kremlin directive not to cover disruptions to critical J-logs caused this lack of reporting. From a report by the Institute for the Study of War.
In the morning of August 1st, the Russian Defense Ministry said that Ukrainian unnamed boats had allegedly attacked ships of the Black Sea Fleet of the aggressor country. The Ukrainian side denied this information.
Тут очень большая неувязка. Дело в том, что...
But there is a big inconsistency here. The point is that the distance from the Ukrainian coast to the place where the 2 Russian ships were is very long, more than 500 kilometers. And for a maritime drone, it takes more than 10 hours to cover that distance.
According to experts, the intensity of strikes against Russia will only increase. The New York Times reports that this demonstrates a desire to hinder the Kremlin's military logistical support and remind ordinary Russians of the cost of war. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Victoria Smirnova, UATV News.